Unit 5-6 is all about exponents. Let's start by reviewing some of the terminology. An example of a power would be something like a to the x, where a is the base and x is the exponent. Next, we need to review some of the basic exponent rules to get started. If we're multiplying two powers with the same base, the rule tells us that we have to add the exponents. So an example would look like this. If we had 2 to the 3 times 2 to the 5, both of these powers have a base of 2. So the rule tells us that we can add the exponents together. So we keep the same base of 2, but my exponent is going to be obtained by adding the two exponents, 3 plus 5. So this is going to simplify to 2 to the 8, which I could then type into my calculator. If I'm dividing two powers with the same base, the rule tells us that we have to subtract the exponents. An example would be 2 to the 5 divided by 2 to the 3. The rule tells us that we have to keep the same base, but that we have to subtract the exponents. So this is going to be 2 to the 5 minus 3, or 2 to the 2. This is now simplified as a single power, and if I was asked to, I could evaluate it on my calculator. Power of a power deals with a power that's raised to an exponent. In this situation, you have to multiply the exponents together. So an example would be 2 to the 5, all raised to the exponent 3. If I multiply the exponents, I would get 2 to the 15, which I could then evaluate on my calculator. The rule for zero exponents is as follows. Anything raised to the exponent 0 is 1. So an example would be negative 55, all in brackets, to the exponent 0. Anything to the exponent 0 is just 1. When dealing with a negative exponent, if you have a to the negative n, this is the same as 1 over a to the n. So if you have a negative in the numerator of your fraction, you put it into the denominator to make it positive. An example would be 2 to the negative 2 is equal to 1 over 2 squared. So to get rid of the negative exponent, I put the whole thing into the denominator of the fraction. I could then simplify this further to 1 over 4.